Okay, let's start. This is the second part of our lecture number 4, where we're going to focus more on practical part. So first, let's have a look. Here we have one table which shows us different devices like cameras, mobile phones, laptops, their prices, and the company where these devices are available, and at the same time the city where this company is located, and of course the quantity of given devices. And the region column is empty right now, which we're going to fill a little bit later. Okay, this is like fictional data. That is why I don't pay more attention, guys. I mean, the price is fictional one and some data is also fictional. So now we should start learning how to apply functions. So we will start from the basic functions like sum, max, mean, and average, and then we will increase our levels. So let's start from the sum. Okay, so in order to start working with the functions, first you should type all time equal sign. After that, we will type our function sum, and then every function takes at least one argument inside. So you can also click this question mark to see what kind of argument can accept this given function. So in my case, I'm working with a price column. That's why I'm going to highlight the price column here. Please highlight only numeric data, do not include the title. Okay, press the enter button. This is our result. Okay, the same with the max. I'm going to type here the function max. Okay, the max function will return as the most expensive device in this table. Okay, I'm going to highlight the price column one more time, press the enter button. So we have got the number 1 million, which is HP Pro. Okay, this is our most expensive product in the given table. So the minimum function equal to mean. Again, highlight your price column one more time, press the enter. We have got the number 3000 tenge, which is USB flash. Okay, and the last one here, average. Let me type here the function average. As you see here on the top side, Google already suggests us what column we should highlight. So I'm going to just click it, press the enter. Okay, this is the number I have got as an output. Great. So in that point, we have finished the basic 4 functions, which are really easy to use. And now we will do some basic calculations like subtractions, division, multiplication. So our first task is to subtract minimum number from the maximum number. Again, I'm going to type here equal sign. So since I already have calculated max and min values, I will just click here to get the address of the given cell. Minus minimum, press enter. That's it. So now let's imagine we don't have a max and min values which has been calculated before in a separate way. So I have to calculate again here, okay? Let's type here the max. Okay, I'm going to highlight this price column one more time. Close the brackets, minus min function. Again, I have to highlight the price column one more time, press enter button, so that's it. So this is the same with the previous one, equal to max value we already have, division is a slash, number 2 plus average number. Here we are. And now we should calculate the total price, okay? So here we already have got the value for the sum. The main difference between sum and total price. So here in the sum case, you have calculated only prices. And now in case of total price, you have to pay attention for price column at the same time the quantities column. Okay, let's do that. So in order to calculate total price, let me show first the manual way, and after that I will show you how we can do it with the function. So first we should do some multiplication, which means I have to get an address of the price for one action camera, which is 35,000 tenge, and multiply it by quantity, number 5. Okay. So this is the price for 5 action cameras. So now I have to do the same for other devices. So to do that, I will just select the cell, click this small blue rectangle, hold and drag it down to multiply price by quantity for other devices. Okay, this is just my multiplication. So now in order to get a value for total price, I should calculate here sum of given multiplications. Okay, that's our result, which is approximately 58 million tenge. Okay, so let me do this total price with function right now. Let's type here the function which is called sum product, where product means multiplication. The same again, I'm going to work with a price column, comma, and quantities column. Press the enter. Here we are. The results are same, so two different ways. Okay, so next task here, we should start counting the number of devices in our table. Okay, let's say here I don't have numeric values. Let me delete it. Okay, let's start counting. Equal to count will return numeric value, and also it works only with numeric values. So you can work with price column or you can continue working with quantities column. So I will work with a quantity. Let me highlight this quantities column, press the enter button. Okay, now I have got the number 20. This number 20 means we have in this table 20 devices. So you can check it with autofilling also, number 1 and number 2 here. Highlight these two numbers and drag it down. So here we can say 20 and 20 is here. So this is called autofilling, guys. So now let's add condition to our count function, which will be like count if right now. Equal to, I'm going to type one more time my function. In case of count if, this function will take two arguments. First argument is the range. Second argument is the criteria. So let's say our task is to count the number of devices where quantity is greater than 12. Again, I'm going to work with quantities column. That's why I will highlight this column. Comma. Let's open up the quotation mark, and inside we should write down our condition, which is greater than number 12. Press the enter button. So this is our result, number 2. So just have a look. HP Pro, the quantity is 34, which is greater than 12. At the same time, iPhone 7 Plus quantity is 14, which is also greater than number 12. So what about Samsung Galaxy? So here we have a number 12. So number 12, it is equal to 12. It's not a greater than 12. So that is why if you would like to include the number 12 in your condition, you should also indicate here greater than or equal to sign, okay? So in this case, output will be number 3. So now let's do one more task for the subtraction. Let's say this is my price for 2021. So I'm going to create here a new column, and let me rename it like price 2022. And in order to save our time, let's just randomize numbers, okay? I'm going to type here the function run between and just have a look. This function takes two arguments, which is first one is the lowest number, second one is the highest number. At the lowest number, I'm going to indicate here 50,000, and the highest number will be, for example, 400,000. Press the enter. Okay, so here we are. This is our randomly generated number. You and me have a different values, it's okay. Let me scroll it down to get the values for my other cells. Okay, that's it. So now let's say our task is to calculate the difference between these two prices in 2 given years. I'm going to create here new column. Let's rename it like differences. So you can rename it as you want. So let's do it in this way. Let's take the address of last price minus the previous price. Press the enter. Since it is the positive number, it means the price was increased. If it is negative number, here we can say the price decreased. Okay, this is like a simple example. Of course, don't pay attention for the prices because they are fictional, guys. So next task, let's move down. Here, let me start from the downside. Okay, let's start from drop-down list. So since we have here the region column which is empty, our task is to fill out this column with drop down. First, let me highlight this region column here, and let's go for the data. Inside you may see data validation. Since I'm going to create a drop-down list, I should change the criteria to list of items, and let's provide here different items. So you can type here different regions in Kazakhstan. So I will type here the basic ones like East, West, South, North, for example, and the Central. Click the save button. Okay, I have got here the small triangles. If you'll click, you can see here the list of items, and then you can easily fill your table from that provided list. Next one, here we should move for conditional formatting. As its name says, so here you will format your cells based on your different conditions. Let me highlight it. Click the right side of your mouse. So here you can see conditional formatting. Let's click it. Okay, in this appeared window, you can see here applied to range, which is our price column, which we already have highlighted. So here I'm going to select one condition, which is, let's say, less than. So let me provide here one number. If my price is less than 75,000 tenge, in this case, color of my cells should be green one. Just have a look. We already have got green colored cells. So if I will change this number, let's say 76,000 tenge, color also has changed because this number is greater than our conditional number. Okay, let me click here add another rule. Now I'm going to apply the rule which is greater than. Let's say my number should be greater than 250,000 tenge. In this case, color should be, for example, yellow. Okay, now I have got the yellow color. Okay, now let's apply the third rule, add another rule here. The third rule is going to be is between. So let's provide our first number 75,000 tenge and the second number it was 250,000 tenge. If the price is between these two, then color, for example, should be red one. Click the done and have a look. So we have three conditions here. Based on our condition, we have got three different colors. Again, if I will change here the number, color also has changed. Okay, please check in your case too. So this is called conditional formatting. So by the way, you can also create this kind of emojis or even cartoon-based characters with the help of conditional formatting, where you have to apply different numbers, and based on your numbers, and conditional formatting will fill out with the colors. Okay, it will take just a few minutes. Okay, let's go back. Let me close this window. So our next task, it will be for filter. So let's have a look at the first task. With the help of filter, our task is to leave only devices where company name is Sulpak and price more than 65,000 tenge. In order to install the filter, first you should highlight your header section, click the Create a Filter button. After that, you can see these small triangles. According to my task, company should be only Sulpak. So here I can see Technodom, Forcecom, Ruba. In order to leave only Sulpaks, I have to go here, click it, and you can work in two ways. If your table is small, as in our case, so you can just clear everything here and select only Sulpak like this. In case if your table consists of a lot of data, then this way won't be really convenient for you. In this case, you should click this filter by condition and select here your conditions based on your task. Click the OK button. So now I have got only Sulpak here. So here in my task, I also have a second condition where price should be greater than 65,000 tenge. Okay, I will go here one more time. You can also clear everything and select the numbers which are greater than 65,000 tenge, but it's not really convenient when it comes to numbers, guys. Instead, I can go here, filter by condition, click here greater than, and I'm going to type here 65,000 tenge, press the OK button. Okay, here we are. This is our result. Okay, so now I'm going to copy my result and paste on the downside. A little bit later, I will also explain you how you can save these filter results with the help of filter view. Okay, so now let's say I have to start working with my second task. However, here I cannot see all my table data, all my 20 devices. I can see only 4 of them. So which means you have to delete all previously applied filters to return back your table's first version. Okay, I'm going to go for the price. Click the greater than and select the first one to delete all applied filter conditions. Click the OK button. Let's go for the company. And again, I'm going to select all items here, press OK button. Okay, so now I have got all my 20 devices. So now let me show how you can do the first task with the help of filter view, which is really convenient. Go here for data section. You can see here filter views, create new filter view. Okay, then you will see here black colored rows and column. And let me do my first task one more time, okay? Let's go for the company here. I'm going to clear everything and select only sort pack, OK button. Let's go for the price one more time. Filter by condition should be greater than, and type here 65,000 tenge. This is my result from filter view. So now on the top side you can also rename it. Let's type here example number 1. Okay, and now I'm going to close this filter view. When you will close it, your table's previous first version will be returned back automatically, which means there is no need to spend time to delete all your previously applied filters, which is really comfortable. In order to see your previously applied filter view results, you can anytime go for the data section, just have a look here, filter views, and here you can see example number 1, which shows your result directly. So now if I will again change the data here, all my changes based on my task will be also applied in my filter view result. That is why when it comes to filters, if you're using the filter only one time, okay, you can do it with just filter to get a result and return back. But in case if you're going to work with the filter result every time, after one day, after 1 week, and then I highly recommend you to use the filter view. So now I'm going to show you the last task, how we can sort device names in descending and ascending orders, from A till Z or from Z till A. Okay, it's really easy. Just click this button. So here you can see sort from A till Z. If you click this one, you can see your device has ordered in alphabetical order. Or you can do vice versa like this. So okay, it was just an introduction to Google Sheet. All the things that we have learned from that video, you can also apply in Excel, okay? The working principles are same. So next week we will continue the topic with Google Sheet and will be another task with another functions.